I would like to say this for the record. I understand some of you guys' concern, but please do not tell me what to do. I'm saying this, and this includes you, Yuki. Everyone's telling me to not say anything on the internet about what you're going to do legally. No, I want to. I want him to know that, like, I have the juice and he doesn't. Do you understand that? Just because someone is houseless doesn't mean they don't have the juice, baby. No. Let's get those facts straight. Just because someone's houseless doesn't mean they lost their intelligence, their motor skills, their comprehension on trying to file legal documents. This is why people don't think before they act. John. So Yuki and the rest of you, like Sam, I don't talk to you as much, bro. You come out the woodwork, you come in and out. Yeah, Sam is one of my Asian friends here. He comes, he goes. But don't tell me what to do, friend. Especially you haven't been following me. You haven't been really paying attention because you're in your own state of mind. Even our older Asian other friends told me that you're not the same, and you're not. You're not the same person. We all not the same person that we used to be. Look at this guy. He's gonna run the red light. This is what New Yorkers do. Run red lights. Oh, you got a North Carolina license plate too? Oh. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, I was told to keep my mouth shut. And I'm going to say this. It's not disrespect to you or anyone else. I get what you guys are saying, but you guys are not getting what I'm saying. You're not understanding what I'm saying to you. I want them to be as scared as they tried to scare me. Don't you understand that? They're all these, the last 3 years is nothing but been terrorizing fear, threats, bunch of email threats. This is why I saved all of them. And now you're telling me not to do shit back to them, but in the public way. No. I'm gonna do what I can. If you guys don't like what I'm doing, then leave. Don't talk to me. That includes you, Yuki, as well. If you don't like what I'm trying to accomplish here, mind you, this is supposed to make me feel good. I thought you're supposed to be the PhD. No offense, I'm not trying to insult you, but I didn't like how you just came out and said, like, I should keep my mouth shut because all you do is going to make it worse. No, I'm not making anything worse. I want New Yorkers to know what the fuck I've been going through. You're telling me this? No. New Yorkers have every right that they at least have an honest motherfucker right here they can count on. Come on, no. I'm not keeping my mouth shut for anything. Listen, I got an education for a reason. I'm putting it into good use, right? So let me do it in good use. And mind you, I'm black. I need to set a good example. So with that said, everyone, so I understand that you all that just like messaged me, email me actually, hey Panda, you should like keep the tone down and like use minimum language in your videos and maybe people will support you. Listen, it's freedom of speech. If I use profanity to express, mind you, I'm just angry. Understand the video. I was angry because I want to work. I could still have my employment if it wasn't for these people that continue to harass me. So yeah, I'm not going to stop. I want John to know that like I'm still in contact with the 76th District Representative of Madison. Idiot. She can help me put your ass in place again. As she did the first time. How do you think I was able to get all the documents so quickly? My friend Francisca plays no game. This is why I keep telling John, You don't belong in Wisconsin. Go back where you came from, friend. And it wasn't Wisconsin. You might have been there for like 15 years or so, but guess what? You don't act like a Wisconsinite. I act like more of a Wisconsinite than you, and I was born here in New York City, friend. I went there for 2 reasons: my wife and education and a job. Ask anybody in Hilldale, they tell you about Yuki and Panda. Like, oh, yeah, well, Panda used to work there, Pasquale's, Southwestern Restaurant. Yeah, I was pretty boy making tips from all these, this is not disrespectful, but all these beautiful meals. Like, look, they literally was throwing themselves at me. And Yuki knew, Seth knew, Benjamin knew, Christina knew. They were like, yeah, Panda, you boys are getting more money than the girls. What's up with that? I'm like, hey, there's a lot of milfs around here. Dude, they were liking us. We spoke properly. Mind you, they had me speak a little bit of French, a little bit of this. They liked the fact that there was a black man. And mind you, Yuki can testify to this. Do you remember how we met Laura? This is how we met Laura. Oh, man. Oh, like I said, everyone, he doesn't act like a Wisconsinite. But he's sitting there in Bearable, Wisconsin right now, thinking that I don't know where he lives. I got a full address, phone number, and everything, friend. I know where you actually employed. And it's not from the city, and it's not from the state. So if I were you, friend, you over there talking shit about me, excuse my language again, you're over there talking about my work history and blah, blah, blah. But guess where you work at, friend? And I should, mind you, Yuki, Trevor, Sam, does it look like I'm doxing this guy? No, I'm not giving out his information. I'm not calling the cops on him. But he called the cops on me a few days ago, and they stopped right there. They came right there. They looked at me. Yeah, he called the cops. Ladies and gentlemen, I got that police report call. I got that 911. You guys are like, how you get it that fast? The precinct, idiot. Hey, what's there? All I had to do was like, Captain, so earlier today at this time, you had dispatched a unit, and I got the tag of the police car and everything. Mind you, I'm recording video, so all the car's information is right there. The car's tag number, everything. Yes, we dispatched that unit to that location for that call, and I said, Captain, what was the call dispatched for? Because the call was on me. He's like, really? We had this conversation. I told him, contact 108, and they tell you the same thing. Contact 94, they tell you the same thing. He said, so this is just a YouTube doxing game. They swatting you. They're not really swatting you, but kind of. That was what John did was swatting. That's why I'm bringing legal against you, friend. That's basically swatting someone, friend. Look at this. He says, I get it, man. No, you don't get it. You don't get it. You don't get it. This guy won't stop. So I have to stop him by putting every single piece of information and every little power I have, contact whoever I have, because I only was going to do this. Mind you, I only want to do this kind of thing when I'm in legal situations. Like I lose my passport again, or I'm stuck in a country and I need help. This is what I use this for. I don't use this for domestic shit. But now I have to use it for domestic shit? But mind you, he broke the 10-year restraining order. And mind you, he broke it before the 5 years were even up. So there was a 5 years. The first one was a 5-year. Keep that in mind. Officer Vang issued that to him. So, but everyone keeps telling me to not do the same. I get it. But no, I want him to be afraid. Just like he tried to put fear in me. You understand? I want to put the fear back into him. And now he has an email. Listen, the last email I received from him was like 3 days ago. He's still talking nonsense like, shut up, go get another job. Aha, that's why you lost your job. And yeah. Jay Nasty is no longer here, Blue, so you don't have to worry about him. He's another asshole. See, other people are assholes, man. People don't want to listen and hear out someone's story. This is how homelessness is a problem. People create it among themselves. This is why our species is fucked. I'm sorry to say it, but yeah. This is why I would love to trade places with E right now. If I had the power, which there's no God, by the way, because we don't believe in God on this channel. We never did. And no disrespect to anyone that does. I respect if you believe in such things. But I haven't seen the miracle. Look, I mean, my friends have died. Two of my friends commit suicide during the pandemic because they couldn't find a job. One recently did, and I lost a girlfriend through that. I went through this bullshit through the pandemic. Some racist woman decided just to throw hot water on me. And mind you, this was the first time ever taking a city bus in Milwaukee. Never again I'll take a city bus in Milwaukee, ever again. She decided to do this in my face, everybody. Yeah. I couldn't see out of the eye. I had to go eye surgery, skin graft. I had to get a skin graft. Yeah, I wanted all this skin. Look at my pretty face now. Look at this face. Look at that face. That's $33,000 of savings. I saved my, mind you, I had an eye patch for a whole year. I had to wear eye patch. I had to buy such stupid ass medicine. Guys, watch all my YouTube videos from April 2021 to 2022. Actually, no. Yeah, November 2021 to 2022. I was still going to the doctor for my eye. Yeah, we came to New York from Wisconsin to get the skin graft procedure at Mount Sinai. Then we went to Boston Medical Care because we were in Boston for the summer. We got treatment up there because we were up there for the summer. Then we came down here and got robbed. Just like New York. But I digress. No, it's okay, Cole. Cold Water say, I'm sorry about that. No, these people are ruining my life over because I was so transparent and so honest about my homelessness that I went public not once. I went on national television. I went on radio shows. I went on Invisible People. You ever heard of Invisible People? Mark was once homeless. He thought my story was something that he needed to focus differently on. He was focused more on homeless people. But he wanted a real story of someone that is fighting against politics, basically. Porch Light is all politics. The state of Wisconsin is all about politics. I'm fighting politics versus me. And I won my EEOC. Come on, friend. That's because I saved everything, I record everything, I document everything, I kept everything. I kept all emails, all text messages, everything. Oh, this woman got in trouble, Cole. Mind you, this is not the first time she has done this in Wisconsin. She was just released from a mental health facility, and what is it called? Winnipeg, Wisconsin, I think, or Winnipeg, Wisconsin. She was up there like 4 months before she did this to my face. Not only that, guys, I went back to Wisconsin because you see this young lady here? Her name was E. Lee. I was dating her off and on. We kept a close relationship. This is why I was going back to Wisconsin in the summers. Sometimes in the winter, I would go back just to see her. But guess what, everybody? I'm going through my own fucking traumas. She was not just abused and beaten by 2 black young men. They stripped her. You know what they did. They took their dinghy out. They disrespected her. They beat her some more. They left her for dead in Milwaukee, Washington Park, in the city of Milwaukee. You don't think I'm traumatized? You don't think I'm fucked up in the head right now? This young lady, how we met was, mind you guys, I could have got kicked out of school. I could have lost everything. Mind you, this woman could have been a mass killer for all I know. But no, she was like, you look good for a black man. You cute. Listen, I've been married twice, and none of my ex-wives said that to me when I first met them. Think about this, ladies and gentlemen. Yuki, let them know in the comments, please. When you first met me, you didn't think that about me. We were friends for a little bit. See? We gained trust. This young lady, mind you, she's Hmong. She's not Korean, she's not Japanese, she's not Chinese, she's Hmong. And you know how Hmong culture, and their culture, they really don't want their women to date outside men unless they have valuable money. But he didn't care about money, right? Check this out. He wanted me for me. You see? And this is why you can't. Yeah, you're right. This is why I can't. This is why I don't trust the subway here either. Cold Waters, fucking subway, dude. You know how many times mind you, what was it? A few months ago, some fucking douchebags tried to jack me on a fucking train, and I showed them who's boss. Like, oh, you trying to jack me, mother? I put the bag down. Say, yo, let me teach you a fucking lesson. This is New York. Beat the crap out of them. Then these 2 Mexican dudes at Dumbo with the Mexican girl try to rob me for my camera equipment. Like, really? Okay, let's go. Mind you, this is when the migrant problem was here. Now there's no migrant problem. Kind of. It calmed down quite a bit. So this is why I walk most of the time. Why you know why I always walk, everybody? Because the subway system is sometimes so fucking dangerous. It's absurd. But they want you to pay $2.90, and mind you, they fucking love the delays. Even on the weekends, slower than the weekdays. Like, oh, you waited 45 minutes for a train. No, I'm exaggerating. But a half hour at best. And I'm not exaggerating. Everyone that rides the subway on the weekend, how long you have to wait for that G train sometimes? Like 30 minutes sometimes? 25 minutes? Like, god damn. Mind you, this is during the day. And at night, it comes when it wants to. This is why they shut down the bulletin board and the subway. So the train can come when it wants. And when it wants to come, that's when you see it change, saying 7 minutes to this train station. That's when the train comes. You see? I know how the MTA works. I know how, this is the best. I know how Chicago CTA works. I know how Madison system works. Toronto, Vancouver, Seattle, Portland, San Francisco, LA, San Diego, Kansas City, because I was there twice. Yeah, Boston. I know how all these city subways work because I've lived there. But ladies and gentlemen, People have been telling me I need to keep my mouth shut. Saying, be the good guy. I am being a good guy. I want to put fear in John and the rest of these trolls. Look at that. Look. Do I look like a racist? Mind you, these are the students from Guatemala, Honduras at UW University, everybody. And mind you, this is all TAs. We hanging out. We kind of doing some drinking. I want, and you wonder why. Like, this is why you like Spanish culture. You're always hanging out with the Puerto Ricans and the Spanish, Panda. Wait, I thought he was always hanging out with the Japanese. I am. I hang out with everybody. Oh, look at that. Look at that sexy me. Come on, that's sexy me. E took the picture though. He was like, yeah, lay down like that. You look good. Yeah. She took it, so yes, mind you, I gotta take care of my face. So, co-order. John and I worked at Porch Light. Well, I worked under the state supervision, but he was employed based on some other person named Wendy, right? Porch Light, it's a 501c3 city organization that's supposed to help women, children, and homeless men get services, comply to services, get them a shelter if they need a shelter, or get them food or social services. Mind you, we were all at the desk. We have our offices. John was one of us, so John had to work with us. But John came in sometime July. We've been working in since January. Right? Glenn has been there for over like 10, 12 years, right? And Glenn is also a fellow New Yorker living in Wisconsin. So we got along quickly. It's John that we didn't like. As soon as John came in, he started demanding shit. Like, what the? No, we're a team here. We don't do solo missions, man. We're a team. We are a team. He thought he was super fake Puerto Rican. Mind you, he doesn't speak any Spanish. He uses Google Translation to speak Spanish to other Spanish individuals, which is one of the key elements you got to pay attention to his lies. Right? So, one day, I go buy a pack of cigarettes for the men. I'm at the shelter. Boom. He's there doing social service. I was like, cool. As these men come in, they're like, yo, Panda, what's up, bro? What's up, bro? All the homeless men are cool with me because they know I got them. I got a little treat for them. Don't worry, I got them. When they sign in, I get each one of them a cigarette. Boom, boom, boom. Smoke break in 15 minutes after I'm done checking, and we go outside. They're like, cool, Panda. Dude, everybody loved me. He hated that. He hated the fact that his own client that he couldn't communicate was like talking to me. So he started hating on it. I was like, no, you're doing something wrong. And your client needs someone to understand. They need also, you can understand. So we brought in Glenn Rodriguez. Glenn Rodriguez was probationary staff. He was also night shelter. And he was from Puerto Rico. He told me everything I needed to know, what this individual needed. He told John. John felt offended by it. And ever since then, John tried to go against me and Darnell. So, as we working with this guy in July, he starts making up excuses why I'm doing things wrong. Why you gotta backtrack Preston Patterson, because I correct. And he's doing this. He's being a snitch, kind of like. He's not being a snitch. He's just being a little bitch. Right? I'll say, because he's supposed to be the director of the shelter and he's making mistakes like this. John, report this to your supervisor. This is the problems they were telling us about. Why they hired us. No, he wanted to kiss Preston's ass and this and that. He wanted to be a snitch. And then this is what happened. I got Employee of the Month. He went on a rampage talking about, I did the best work. And I didn't know this was a competition. And I didn't even know they were doing such a thing, Employee of the Month at Porch Light. So when I got a $25 gift card with mind you, in my mailbox, I'm like, what's this envelope? Mind you, I get direct deposit. I get no checks. I go to my mailbox to check it every Friday. Oh, there's a gift card for what? For Employee of the Month. What? You guys are doing Employees of the Month? Where's I don't see any pictures of other employees. So they just started doing that. Then next month, August, I get Employee of the Month again. Then I get it again. He gets into a frenzy. It starts lying about everything. Then he starts stalking me. He's following me home to my place. And my Chinese roommate, she's like, hey, every night this guy is outside the door. Is he looking for you? Like, yeah, John is stalking me. So I started recording it. Boom. He's doing this. And he's doing things like this. Texting us every night about me. This is not more, mind you, ladies and gentlemen, this is not the first time this guy has done this. Every night to the past month, even HRs were, mind you, he did not realize that he was CCing everyone. Yes, he was CCing everyone by accident. Yeah, including in everyone, and everyone saw all these text messages, and they were asking me, what's this is about? I said, this is what I've been telling you guys. He's not stable. He's getting mad because I won't give him a cigarette one night. And then, mind you, ladies and gentlemen, in September, it was September 14th. I remember this day. One of the individuals came in. He said, yo, Panda, yo, man, I know you're not supposed to solicitate or give me money, but yo, bro, I said, I saw where you were today. You were at the job center. He was like, oh, you saw me there? I was like, dude, I was there. I was actually teaching a computer class. I know what you were doing, and I know what you were asking for. And yeah, I'm gonna give it to you, but on one condition: you prove back to me that you win. Mind you, I gave him the money so he can go get what he needed. The guy gave me the receipt the following morning. Then that following afternoon, he gave me a letter from the employer that he went to the job interview. He got and John was like, he told Kim Sutter that I gave the guy money for drugs. Yeah, he told another supervisor that I gave him money for drugs. And this is where Porch Light started having an investigation on me now. I said, I gave him the money for this. Here's the receipts for this. Look. Here's another. Oh, but you can't do that for our client. What do you mean I can't do that for the client? If it's off the books, that means outside of Porch Light and outside, I can do whatever I want with my own money. It was trying to help. See, that's a problem with Porch Light too. They don't want to help people. And that's what's the fucked up shit about Porch Light. They're telling me not to help this man get a fucking suit, tie, shoe, and a... What? Are you kidding me? That's what we humans supposed to do. So John told the lie and said I was doing drugs. And this is why I was saying, everyone... Hold on. Let me plug you back in. And you see the text message? This is like 2 a.m. He's text messaging and stuff because he's drunk. He's under the influence. Mind you, the EEOC, Madison PD, and the federal, mind you, I got legal involved in asking John a very legal federal question. Do any of your family's members work for any agency of the government? He said no. Guess what happened to him? He went to jail for that. This is why he's mad. He went to jail. This is why I save all these text messages, these emails, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, there's more. It's disgusting. He starts ranting on, dude. He starts ranting on my Muslim background. Like, well, technically, I'm not really Muslim because I never studied the Muslim culture. But if you want to pick on my father's religion or whatever background you looked up, I don't know what you're talking about, but you did find something credible. I was like, good. He found something. Yeah, this is what he was searching for. Everybody digging up the wrong people too. Searching wrong. Don't even know how to do. Mind you, ladies and gentlemen, he doesn't know how to background check someone properly because he doesn't really have access to CCAP. That's the problem. We never gave him access to CCAP at Porch Light because he was abusing. He was abusing the Porch Light system. He was looking up me because, mind you, everybody, when you log into the Alliance of Wisconsin, wait, let me tell you something very important about logging into your job and searching up things. Did you know that an administrator can go back into your log and see what you were doing? And guess what? We walked right into his log, and guess what he was doing in his log? He was searching me, trying to find me, trying to see I was in a homeless shelter somewhere. Yeah, that's all he was focused on every single day for the last, 166 days that he was working there? He got terminated in October. Yeah. Yeah, that is insane stuff to text someone. You're gonna do waterboarding techniques on me? Oh, yeah, that's why this is why he's mad now. This is why he's harassing me. Not only he can't work for the state of Wisconsin anymore or get a fucking decent job, but he's a deadbeat. So he wants to pick on the person that actually was telling him to do right. He knew I was right about everything, but he didn't want to listen to me. Just like, for instance, but he's not the only problem. But, at Porch Light, like I said, on Christmas Day, I asked Preston Patterson, specifically, is anyone coming to feed these men and women? He's like, I don't think so, bro. So I made a phone call to the Meteor Sandwich, and I told him, can I get 166 sandwiches by 6:30 or 7 o'clock? And they was like, we can do it either earlier than that. I was like, you serious? How early? Just like, we can drop them over as early as 5 p.m. I said, I'd be there at 4:30. I get to Porch Light at 4:30, right? 15 minutes later, Emilio's Sandwich Shop shows up with a big-ass box full of sandwiches, soda pops, and everything. Mind you, I spent my own money for this. And Preston Patterson walks in and is like, what's this, all this? I was like, oh, these are for the men and women. And he's like, oh, really? I was like, yeah, I brought this for them. Because no one's coming. You said no one's coming, so I went ahead. He goes, yo, can I get one? I was like, no. You got a job, bro. Like, you got money. You got your shelf. You got that Mark. Ask Mark to go cook you a steak downstairs. He was like, really? I was like, yeah, man. These are for the men. No. He said, I'm the man around here. You don't tell me what I can't have and take. And he just takes it. So I wrote a complaint report against him for stealing. It's stealing, Preston Patterson. It's stealing, friend. That's why you got written up. That's why you were suspended. It's stealing, friend. So why you think now everyone's against me at Porch Light? Because I did the right thing. I wrote you up. That's stealing, friend. I told you no. You have income. You're the supervisor. You make more money than me. You can't go buy yourself a $5 sandwich? Come on, girl. Get out of here, man. You're going to take my money. So, yeah, that's why people was going against me at Porch Light, because they thought I was a narc. They said I was working for the government. I'm a narc. I'm the snitch for the government. He's trying to shut us down. I knew you were no good. I knew you worked for the man. A lot of people, like that Mark character, that janitor, Preston, your so-called whatever relationship you have with his sister. Listen, man, you know he's a crackhead. You know you got a crackhead being a janitor in your facility. Come on, man, cut the shit. You know your night staff was selling drugs in the shelter because I showed you video of it. You told me don't show anyone, but guess what? I showed the exclusive director that footage and EEOC. Yeah, you got a lot of explaining to do. This is why they changed everything about Porch Light now. This is why Porch Light changed their facility. They went from the church to another facility outside Madison. Yeah, all because of me. So if you Google Porch Light now, they're not in the downtown area anymore. They're at a new facility now. Yeah, because that church was a hub for drug sales. And they knew it. Porch Light knew it. They had no control over it. That's why. But I brought it to someone's attention. This is why, ladies and gentlemen, people don't like me. Because I want to do the right thing to help people. And this is what I get. So now when I go find an employer, and when an employer calls Porch Light, mind you, I don't even add them as a reference. I let the employer do his own background. If they called Porch Light was told not to discriminate or defamation, because everything I have proven was actually facts. Then they tried to say I stole money. They couldn't even prove that. Like, wait, how can I steal money? Yeah, they still didn't prove that. So, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, it's just this John character from Wisconsin. It's just not just him. It's also other people, like this Dimhart guy from the UK. Mind you, you're not a real filmmaker, friend. You don't publish anything. You don't do anything to help our photography community, our video community. You don't contribute. You don't teach how to properly do a live stream. Calling yourself a producer, filmmaker, he called himself a award-winning filmmaker. Where's your rewards? Guys, you go to my website, you see my rewards. You go to my photo, you see my trophy, my invites to film festivals. Where's your proof? Dimhart, aka Nutmeg Boy. He's another one. So yeah, I'm being discriminated. But guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I was working a good job about 40 days ago. Mind you guys, I had this job for about... how long I had the job for, everyone? Like 70 days, maybe? Maybe? I don't know. But ladies and gentlemen, I was offered a job. I took the job. I started training. I started working there, right? I told the internet what I was doing. But the internet wanted to do something else, like John and these other people. They got me fired recently. Why? Because it's not me, mind you. It wasn't me. The employer knew. It was like, it's a liability problem. So let's say one of these crazy YouTuber audience decide to come pay me a visit and decides to pull out a weapon and hurt people in the process of trying to get to me. I'm a liability. So they gotta let me go because they won't take any risks because they have seen this happen before. And mind you, this has happened so many times on YouTube. YouTubers are victims of hate crime or stalking or even worse. Unaliving a YouTuber. That has happened. This is why the corporation decided to let me go but give me a letter explaining that I'm a good employee. Just circumstances didn't work out due to his current entertainment fame, or whatever the letter says, because I don't remember the letter, what the details says, but yeah, man, it's so messed up, friend, that I can't share on the internet about my progress or about my shortcomings, my winnings. It's so sad. Drive like a maniac. No, listen, Coldwater. He's not the one that's also obsessed with me. This is why this is a woman called Michelle Gibson. I don't know what's her deal. She's looking for young men now. Like, what the fuck is... dude, she tried to donate to me. Like, no. I had to send her money back. I had to block her donation. So, like, yeah. Because, mind you, even like last night, she was talking about, why don't you unblock me? I can help you get the hostel. No, I don't want any money from you, lady. You're creepy. I'm sorry to be disrespectful if I am, but you are creeping me out. First you were my enemy, and now you want to help me. And now you are my enemy, and now you want to help me. Lord Brian, what she just posted the other day on the community board. It's like she's like she has a split personality or something.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I said earlier, I'm going through my own traumas. I don't need other traumas. I'm asking for mental health support from you as an audience. I don't just need your money. Money is not always needed all the time. Sometimes I just want to have a fucking conversation. Sometimes I just want to live stream for you guys and just walk around, just talk about and make fun or poke jokes. Like me. Like if you watch my last live streams, I'm poking jokes at myself. I'm literally cracking jokes on myself while I'm in this situation. I'm trying to be in good spirit, even though I'm in a fucked up situation. And I'm still trying to be in good spirit, and you're trying to take that away from me. Why? You gotta ask yourself why. Why are you doing that to me? I never met you. I never stole anything from you. You call me a grifter when I'm not a grifter. I'm not a scammer. I'm not Paul Logan. I'm not one of those, like that other YouTuber that stole $1 billion from his own Muslim community. That's a grifter. Know what a grifter is? A scammer. Someone that forces you to do things or deceives you to do things that you don't want to do. Like that Alex Hankey guy. He's another problem that happened. The big scammer guy I've been reporting about. He's from Illinois. He's a 3-time convicted felon. He's mad because no one wants to buy him a bagel and a hot coffee. If he would have been nice to me, he would have gotten a free coffee and a bagel every fucking morning. But no, he wasn't being nice to you and the audience. He was deceiving you. Mind you, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not the only YouTuber that made videos about him scamming people. He's scamming old women out of $300. Telling her, yeah, due to Google friends and family. This is why people, I'm glad that Google took away that shit, that payment system. All the scammers were using that. Even the basketball scammers out here. They were using that system to scam people. They're not a family and they're not a friend. Yeah, I believe Johnny, cold water. I believe that people need to make up their mind. If they want to, listen, you got one life. Why are you trying to sabotage someone else's life? Let me ask you guys a question. Did you raise me? Did you give birth to me? Did you spend any financial funds putting me to school? Then what is your grief? What is your problem? You should be grateful, like I said earlier, people should have been grateful enough that I was being very honest from day one about the homeless situation. How many, ladies and gentlemen, you know how many people lie about their homeless situation, their fucking status of who they are? You should be grateful that I was even honest about the whole thing. But no, you guys took it, not with a great assault, but you took it and used it as a fucking weapon. You used it as a weapon. That's intent. Clearly, anybody that works in the legal system is like, well, you took it. Yeah, they took it as a weapon and used it against you. You're just being, yeah. Come on, you better be. And mind you, everyone thought I was doing drugs. I never fucking did crack. I never did meth. I might have smoked some weed quite sometimes. Yeah. But people forgot I got into a car accident. People are like, oh, that's why you don't have your teeth. They're like, no, I have my dentures. And they were like, oh, that's what those were? Like, yeah. They're expensive. Those were stolen. You got $4,000 to replace them? No. So why are you harassing me? Why don't you harass the motherfuckers that took it from me? Oh, because you're too scared. Why don't you harass the dudes that took all my camera equipment, my daughter's ashes, my Japanese attires, my clothes in? Mind you, they left me almost butt naked out here, friend. I had one boot bag of clothes. That's to my name. They took my traveler's checks. That was like the miserable first 6 months back in New York City, from November 1st, 2021 to March 2022. The worst. I was in the cold. I froze out here. Mind you, my friend David Oyster from Australia, mind you, the Australian dollar was weak at the time too. Keep this in mind. He donates 250 of his own Australian dollars to help me get a place to stay. I'm not shitting you. I got proof of that. This is where I never met Michael before, Michael Collins. This is before the invisible people. These are people I already knew. Uh-oh. Too early in the morning with this shit. But ladies and gentlemen, this is before the invisible people. These are just fellow photographers. And mind you, David Oyster is a retired photographer now. He's living the life right now. He's just traveling. He's just vacationing. He's just like, right now he's on a road trip somewhere. What's his life? If you follow him on Instagram, you'll follow him on the post. He's traveling. He's not doing any really no studio photography, because he used to do a lot of ballet photography, studio stuff, and a lot of pet portraits, headshots. Mind you, great stuff, by the way. Mind you, he set up there, mind you, during that time. It was him, Laura Bryan, who was the other Michael? The Michael Pierce. Yeah, I think it was him. Yeah, they all chipped in because, mind you, they all chipped in so I could stay at a hotel, right? But here's the problem with that. We had the money. I had some travel checks left over. But the problem was that all the hotels wouldn't want me to stay because I didn't have any ID. I didn't have any proof of proving who I was. I needed identification in order for me to stay in a hotel. That is a New York City requirement. That's an automatic requirement. And mind you, so I had to like call, and we found one hotel. And guess where it was? All the way in Queens by LaGuardia Airport. Yeah. I told him my story. I spoke to a manager. I told him my story. I told him, look at my YouTube videos, please. I'm just trying to get shelter. I don't have any ID. He calls me back later on in the day. He goes, yeah, bro, I would do this for you. Like, you're calling me and you're being honest about your situation. Yeah, man. Come, you got anything that has your name on it? I was like, I got my phone, I got my pictures, I got my social media. He goes, listen, we're not supposed to, but listen, they can use their license for doing that. So he did it. The hotel manager did it for me, everybody. Mind you, you can go look at those videos right now. All you have to do is look at one video. Pelican 12 years later, or Pelican case. You see all my videos. It's about my Pelican case. I had it for so long. It's been through so much. And there is the video of me in the hotel. Thanks to every fellow photographer that wanted to help, including the owner of this filter. Well, I'm not using the filter system yet, but Maven Filters, Michael the Maven. He donated $150. And you wonder why Maven Filters is supporting me as an individual, as a creator, as a person. They sending me free products. Because they know I'm not someone that will literally deceive you. I knew Michael the Maven for a long time, friend. Knew him for what? Since 2012? Since I was watching his videos on YouTube. Dude, he's a good camera instructor. He teaches the fundamentals about your camera. Go watch his content sometime. You're like, damn, dude, I had that camera. You telling me I could have watched this guy? He did a bunch of assessments on cameras, on the sensors. What you cannot do with them, focus breathing issues. Yeah, with certain lenses, he was the man. And now he runs this, mind you, he goes around the world, he does 501c3, he organizes, he builds, mind you, was in Africa, he was in Egypt, he does a lot of things to help people around the world. This is why I want to be just like him. He gives me that inspiration. You guys should get inspiration from Michael the Maven himself. Google my filter sponsor, and you get to know who he is as a person. Him and his family are awesome. And mind you, it's the best family that ever literally supported this channel. Literally support everything I have done on social media. And these people, mind you, you got brands like Zhiyun sending me free gimbal, supporting my channel, everybody. And these idiots in the audience want to hate on the fact that I'm getting free products because, mind you, these brands, they do a background check. They know who they want. If they want something raw uncut, they contact me. They want something. Listen, they want a product being assessed. They contact me. We like your videos. Your videos are not in the studio. It's real world usage. It's real world usage. Some of these. This is the thing about sometimes. I do like the YouTube studio, but sometimes you gotta let it go. What I mean by that is like, if you're gonna do a product assessment or a product review, you gotta do an unboxing in studio. You gotta do a breakdown how it functions, and then you test it outside. And mind you, in that review, you should not just in the last like 24 hours. Well, yeah, you could do that, but you should give a 7-day opinion. But with that said, everyone, yeah, I'm just angry that people are telling me that I should just keep my mouth shut about this whole what I'm gonna do legally. Like, no, I lost income. I could be working right now. I could, mind you guys, I don't even have enough money to get into the hospital tonight. I don't have $65. No. I spend it on most important stuff, like other things, like medicine. Because mind you, I do have asthma. I do have fucking heart condition now. I gotta take my medicine. Come on, guys. You guys forget about that, right? Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't find out until last year. Cold water. Guess what I found out last year? I found out last year after passing out on Jackson Avenue and ended up in the hospital for a few days. I had a heart condition called long QT syndrome. Yeah. It's just wacky. I'm like, what? So now I gotta take 2 types of medication, which is annoying. Then I gotta take my asthma medication, which is annoying. Then I gotta take this stuff, which is annoying. Then I can do the eye drop medicine. Like, yeah. So yeah, my life has been, you know what? It's been rough, but you know what? Why is everyone parking at the crosswalk? New Yorkers, bro. This is why I don't like driving in New York City, friend. I drive in Wisconsin, but not in New York City. Because I don't get that. You can't see with the cars. That's why you're not supposed to be parked all the way up in front. This is how people get into accidents. When you block the view. You guys get to what I'm saying, right? This is why there's a double white line here. Guys, I say this because look what I'm wearing right now, and people are just ignoring it. Oh my pen, there she is again. Dude, you know who that is, right? She's the same white woman we saw asking kids for drugs, money for drugs. Oh, my panda. Oh, man. Oh, shit. She ran right into the video, bro. She wants to be seen. She probably figured out. Oh, I'm on TV now. Oh, my panda. But guys, look at what I'm holding right here. I want to ask John. John, you know how I got this, John? From the city of New York? Because I don't got no fucking criminal history, dick. You sitting out here and you telling people that I'm doing drugs, I'm a criminal, I'm doing this. Wow. You see? But ladies and gentlemen, how you think I got this? Yo, Top General, you remember her, right? You remember her, right? See, I knew you were here. I knew you were asleep. I knew you were here, man. Dude, you remember her, right? She's in my short. Dude, oh my panda. She's walking around looking for drugs. Oh my panda. Look, she's gonna be like the other woman in Long Island City. She could have asked me, hey, you wanna have a good time? And I told her fuck off, and she got mad and she wanted to fight me. You know that crazy woman in Long Island City that was selling weed to the kids in the park? Yeah, the one that wanted to like suck me off. She thought I was like cute. Crazy looking, yeah. But ladies and gentlemen, I got this because New York City gave me an opportunity. Because you know what? I'm not a criminal. I'm not a bad guy. You're not supposed to park there with the bus, bro. Like, come on. Why do people do that dumb shit? Guys, I'm gonna timeline 55 minutes. This bus here, not only park, mind you, the bus driver, you see it, right? You're supposed to be back there where the white line is, man. School bus or not, bro, you gotta obey street traffic laws. So if an old woman gets hurt and someone's speeding down the street and they don't see this old woman because of this bus, that's on the bus driver's fault. Just fair warning, everybody. It does happen here in New York City. And it has happened in New York City. It happens a lot to bicyclists. A bicyclist just died last week. Trying to turn the corner and didn't even see the car. Boom. This is why people in New York City don't give. Some people don't give a fuck. Mind you, you got a clearance, my man. You can back up. But anyway, guys, back to what I was saying. John P. Herrera and all you haters, remind you, the city of New York gave me an opportunity. Get one of these. Prove to me. Oh, but I guarantee you probably can't because it tells you on the application, have you ever committed a crime, a felony, or misdemeanor? And what are those misdemeanors or crimes? If you do, you kind of disqualify yourself from it. Yeah. You're going to disqualify yourself from it. So. Oh, this guy is like talking to himself. But ladies and gentlemen, I just want to share. I want to share because I'm pissed off because I could be working right now. Yeah. Right, Top General? I could be buying my own fucking lunch right now, my breakfast. I still didn't eat anything. Yeah, I'm still looking, Top. It's crazy. For 3 days, it's been nothing. Everyone, it's been, mind you, it rained like cats and dogs. Oh, there she goes again. There she is again. There she is again, Top. Yo, Top, that's your girlfriend, man. Tell your girlfriend, get off the block, friend. Stop looking for that meth. Oh, no, she's not looking for meth. She's looking for the F stuff. Tell your girlfriend, stop, man. Tell her she's too young. She got better things to do. Tell her it's not worth it. She's just walking around the circuit, friend. I'm telling you guys. You guys are picking on me, and I'm not the one doing the bad shit. I'm not the one doing the bad shit. You just saw all the bad shit just now. You got this guy parking illegally. You got this guy running the red light again. You got this crackhead walking around looking for the F stuff. Looking like she wants to... What, she gonna come in like, hey. It's probably gonna come over here like, hey, sexy. You want to party? Like, no. I should say, yeah. Follow me. I got a place. It's called rehab. Come party with me at rehab. I'll get you some help. Hell no, is that the girl? That's what she was saying last night. She was screaming, "Oh, top general! Oh!" Let me stop. You see how you just make fun? You just make fun of the bad situations. They want to ruin this for you as an audience. These haters want to ruin a good content. Police still looking for that criminal. I'm telling you, black people are fast, bro. But ladies and gentlemen, you guys want to support a hostel tonight? I really need a rest. I haven't been sleeping for a few days. Listen, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, I guess he's taking over my life stream now. Let him take over. El gobierno tiene que joder con la cabeza de uno. Ellos buscaron la solución. De joder con eso. All right, he took over for a moment. Oh, he's not done. La inteligencia de ellos contra la nosotros. I'm your camera guy. ¿Cómo joder con nosotros? Le dijimos la cabeza. Y el doctor no puede meter cuchilla ahí. Pues yo tengo que buscar la forma de evitar eso. Brother, te digo que todo día su solución. He's pimping. He got a Kango hat. Oh, shit. He's balling than me. Pues te doy el computer. Y tú me la lees. Cabeza todavía está bueno. Look at that, Kango. He pimping. He's dude, you know where you are, man? We in the heart of Puerto Rico, friend. This is Avenue, Puerto Rico, baby. I hang out here all the time. I even get sometimes if I have enough money, if I want to splurge, I go get a haircut. I don't have black barbers. I got Puerto Rican barbers and Dominican barbers. That's who I have. Oh, so you trust Dominicans with your hair, bro? That's why you ain't black. See? Here comes with the black jokes again. Some black people on the channel go like, this is why you ain't black. This is why black people pick on you. Because you ain't black. You let some Puerto Rican dude cut your hair. I'm like, yeah, they do a better job. Why? They're like, you didn't give me a chance. I'm just saying, I'm sticking what I know best. That's all. I'm not trying to fuck up. Yeah, he got the drip, son. He got the drip. Come on. You can't hate on his drip. John be hating on his drip. Yeah, John, when you hate me, you hate New York, you hate On the Shot, you hate the people of the city. You realize that, right, John? And that concludes all you haters. When you hate me, you hate the city of New York. Just to keep that aware. But anyway, back to my situation, ladies and gentlemen. I want to get in the hostel. I'm sleep deprived. I'm tired. I did 3 live streams this morning. I walked around the whole... Guys, not only we walked around twice in a circle, but 3 times. Bed-Stuy, all the way around. Went all around East Williamsburg, Bushwick, all the way to Greenpoint, back around again, and we came back around. Dude, my legs are beat. Yeah. But anyway, guys, those are the problems I'm dealing with. I'm dealing with all this fucking legal shit and all these stupid people in the world that get bothered. And they're not really stupid. They're just arrogant people. Just childish. Like I said, these folks are probably people that don't even have a lot of friends. Probably never been loved. Probably never even have. When's the last time you've been hugged? Or got a kiss? Or someone cooked you a meal and made you feel happy? When's the last time someone actually... Yeah, see, these people are probably suffering from their own depression. But ladies and gentlemen, you want to sponsor a night at the shelter? Listen, $65 is all it's going to cost you. Besides, I want to wash my shoes because it got wet last night. I'm pretty sure it smells like wet feet. I want to wash my feet. Wash my funky ass. But anyway, folks, listen, you want to support the channel? All I ask is you come to the channel, subscribe, like, and share. If you got something you need to get off your chest, let me know in the comments while I'm doing my live streams. But with that said, links are down in the description below if you want to support. See ya.